Hi guys, let me get this out of the way. Today I have another project for you that I just finished this morning. So quick and easy to make. It's just a loaded tag, and I used some of what I had left from the Craftology box. Isn't that just the cutest thing? And you've got two large triangle pockets here, and they're expandable. You can see how deep they are. Here's another one, and then you have a small tuck spot here. I had some of the game cards left, and I just used one of the chipboard stickers and put them back behind that. Some of the chipboard pieces here to embellish it with. And then I have the record player. This one says Making Family Memories, and I have two soda bottles down here. So it's just tan all the way around, but you can see it was just really quick and super easy to make. And there is a short tutorial following this walkthrough if you're interested in making one. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hey everyone, it's Bobby. I am starting a new project this morning. Actually, I cut this out last night, and I thought I'd better backtrack and share it with you guys because you might have a gift that you want to make as well. What I have done so far is just a piece of medium weight chipboard, and it's 10 long and 5 wide. And I cut in, or I marked in 1 inch at the top from each corner. I measured in 1 inch, made a little mark, and then 1.5 inches down on the side, and then I just cut off my angle, and I wrapped it in the artisan craft and just covered the back as well, and then I inked all my edges with vintage photo. Real easy to do. Just wrap it like you would an album, put another piece on the back just to finish it off. Then I cut a piece of design paper from the Craftology box because I've still got quite a bit of it left, and I wanted to do something with this because the paper's so cute. And I'm going to add this here. And then I cut an 8 by, well no wait, let me correct that. A 8-inch strip, 8 by 12. And then I cut it in half at 6, so I had 2 pieces 6 by 8. I took the first piece and I scored it 1/2, 1, and 1.5. Then I turned it around, scored it 1, 1, 1/2, 1, 1.5. I'll get it right yet. And once you fold these under to make your accordion pocket, then from the top of that 6-inch, I came to the right side, marked down 1.5 inches, and I cut it off at an angle. Now that's going to be my first pocket, and I'm going to attach it before I do the design paper because I can stick the design paper through it once I get it down. So I'll put that down first once I get my position, and I think I'm going to take it all the way to the bottom. Then on my second 6-inch piece, let me see if this is still 6. I'm not sure if where's my ruler, if I cut it off or not. Sometimes I get started and then I think, nee, that's too long, I'll cut it off. Oh, here's my ruler. These clear rulers just melt into anything you lay them on, and they're hard to spot. Okay, so let me see, did I cut this off? Yes, I did. Just a little bit. It's 5 3/4. Well, no, it's still 6. So it's still 6 by 8. And I just measured down 1.5 inches on the right corner and then cut my angle. Then I took my second piece, and it is now 5 inches from the top corner to the bottom. And I did the same angle cut on it. I cut it down to 5 inches. Then I measured down 1.5 inches from the top and cut my angle. And that is going to sit on top of this one so that we've got a zigzag. Except I want this to come up a little bit higher. Well, you know what? I want them to sit together. So I think I'm going to have to cut this one off a little bit more. Yeah, because I want this to meet here so it looks like one continuous piece. So So I'm going to have to cut this off. Let me make a mark and I'll give you a final, come on pencil, there it is. So I'm going to have to cut that off, and that's going to make this second piece from the top corner, the long portion, is going to make it 4.5. So let me cut mine off at 4.5. Thick. And you go all the way through. And spread it out at 4.5. Right there. Make sure it's straight. Okay. Got mine cut off. Let me fold these back under so you can see. This one will sit here, and this one will sit on top of it, and we'll have a zigzag pocket there. And I've cut my design paper. Like I said, this one's going to slide up under here. And I cut this one for that pocket. I love this record paper. I think it's so cute. And then I'm going to put the red down at the bottom. And I'll have to cut that off again since I cut my piece down. Okay, now I don't want to glue these down flat at the bottom, because that's going to take away what I can put in it. I want it to be more of a box shape. So I made a 5" piece that is 5 by 4, and I scored it at 1/2, 1, 1.5, and 2, and I inked it as well. And what I'm going to do is glue these two. Just put glue on your first two scored areas. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. And fold that over so that it makes it a lot stiffer and firmer so that it'll hold the box shape. And then, when I fold this last 1/2 inch up, that will allow me to put it up under here. And I have design paper cut for that. And I'm going to leave it open at the top so it's a tuck spot. But that's how that'll go together. Okay, so let's put these down. So the first one, well, my glue's oozing out everywhere. It's been doing that a lot lately, I don't know why. So let's get this one glued down. And line it up with this side and the bottom. Come on, don't wiggle on me. Get it right to the edge and to the bottom so it lines up. Let's burnish it real good. Make sure it's going to stay where we put it. Now we can add glue to the other side. See how it's oozing? It's weather and the humidity and stuff. But I can live with it. Okay, now we're going to bring this over to the other corner and match it up with the edges. Burnish burnish it and put it inside and burnish it again. Make sure I got this top edge. Okay, so there's my first pocket. Let me get a couple clothespins to anchor that down while I'm at it. No. Okay, another telephone solicitor. I just took it off the hook. I'm just gonna clothespin this down so it stays in place while I glue the next one. Now the next one, oh, I can't do that. I want it to be just inside this edge so that it looks like a continuous. But it has to come down just a hair, and that might make it too long. Yeah, I need to take about 1/8 inch off of it yet. Trim a little bit more off. That corner, and that will be perfect. And let me see at what point do I want to add this. I better put this in here now, hadn't I? I'm going to miter these corners just to make it easier to get these inserted. Sure it's going to fit in there before I go dabbing glue on it. Okay, I just want to make sure it's going to match these edges, and it does. So let's put some glue on the underside of this. I considered doing a punched edge on the top of this, but I decided against it. Since all the other lines at the top and everything are pretty straight, I thought I better kind of stay with the program. Okay, let me get it right inside here. Okay, right inside the edge. Let me burnish it down. The second one, I'm going to put a little glue on this tab. Oh, puke. I put it in the wrong spot, didn't I? Yes, I don't want it on that tab. I want it underneath. Let me wipe it off. I said, oh, puke. I think I got it all off. It needs to go on the underside. That was my fault. And I got a little in my fold there. And I wanted to attach right. I want this to match at the corner. And I want it just to tuck over that last okay. Let's burnish it down. Let me show you what I did. I know it's hard for you to see. I just tucked it over this last fold right here. See? It's on that last fold. Now I'm going to wrap it to the other side and do the same thing. This time I'll put the glue in the right spot. Underneath these flaps. just inside this last flap. Uh-oh, my glue didn't hold. I guess I didn't burnish good enough, did I? Let me burnish this and I'll put that back in there. Put some more glue on it. That would be my fault. I thought I had plenty on it, but maybe I just didn't burnish it good enough. Alright. Let me stick that back in there. I want it to be just like a box. Make sure it's in the right spot. And I'm going to push it down like this. And you stay where I put you. Now, this will wrap over the top. But it will still be able to expand in this one as well. Cool? I like that. I like it, I like it. Okay, I'm going to leave my clips on it for the time being. Just kind of train it what to do. Now this will only be glued on the two sides, but I'm going to put my design paper down before I do that, and I need to trim it off again too. I need to trim it off at quite a bit because I cut it twice. Let me make a mark here and I'll cut that off. Okay, I will glue down my design papers and I'll come back and see what we do from there on. Get in there, pin. Oh goodness. That won't go in. It wants to leak on me. Come on, turkey. There it goes. I'm getting glue everywhere. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I guess it's got to do with the humidity. I figure it out. But I get glue everywhere. Okay. Cleaned up my mess. Alright, I will get these papers glued down, inked and glued down, and we'll go from there. Alright, thanks. Be right back. Alright guys, I have glued down my design paper that I showed you. I really like the way that turned out. I just think it is really super awesome. Makes a little box at the bottom, so you've got a good sized pocket right here, expandable pocket here, expandable pocket here. And I used some of the ribbon that I had left in my stash from other Tammy projects. Some of it I've purchased, some of it came with Craftology boxes or design team projects. And I'll have to decide what I want to put on the back, but I thought this looked really pretty, and I just had this gold twine in my stash and I just tied it up with that. So I will get all my embellishments and what I want to put in this little gift package, and I will share the final walkthrough with you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and be sure you share yours if you make one. I love to see what y'all create, and subscribe if you hadn't, then you won't miss what's coming up in the future. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.